Bravo. Eyes. Dromai. Azalea. Long ago, Boltyn was considered viable in CC. Then, everything changed when the Ice Nation attacked. Only Dusk Till Dawn, the supplementary set for Boltyn, could save him. But when the world needed it most, it vanished. A couple heroes LL'd and I rediscovered Boltyn in a new meta, now a viable hero. And although his Lumina skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he achieves Living Legend. But I believe Boltyn can top 8 worlds. October 6, 2023. The release of Bright Lights added one card to Dromai's arsenal. It's just one tiny card, surely it wouldn't make the matchup worse than it already is, right? It does what? It draws cards, generates both ash and resources, and allows them to play bigger dragons? What is this abomination? I give up! Aw, the plane tickets are non-refundable. Alright, let's deal with this. First, let's break down the problem. Before Bright Lights, Dromai had a more defensive playstyle, filled with cards like Sinks, Fates, and Sigils, which often led to us being unable to close out the game and decking out. Now, with Tome of Imperial Flames, she's able to put out better dragons at a faster rate, putting us on an even faster clock. So, we have 3 problems. A higher chance of fatigue, having to deal with better dragons, as well as being put on a faster clock. How do we go about solving them? A common answer to combating Dromai is including more poppers. Popping a dragon often means stopping the entire turn right there and then. I did that. I ran a deck with 18 poppers and still lost. Why? The most popular iteration of Dromai runs cards like Blaze Headlong and Ravenous Rebel, which represent raw, unpoppable damage. Simply chucking in more poppers against this variation is not only ineffective, but also dilutes our game plan. Boltyn's resource curve cannot accommodate playing popper cards effectively. Dusk Till Dawn gave us cards like Beaming Bravado and Light the Way, which could help us clear dragons more efficiently. However, having to charge a card means we are essentially trading 2 cards for their 1 card, while not progressing the game state. Dromai's dragons essentially act as extra health. By attacking them, we play directly into her game plan. Is this it? Is this all there is to the matchup? Are we doomed to fall? Not to darkness, but to dragons? After spiraling for a few days, testing out multiple variations of Boltyn, I decided to ask for help. I reached out to Elliot from 12 Juice, who knows the deck inside out. He suggested combo. For those of you unfamiliar with Boltyn, Boltyn is able to deal 30 to 48 damage in a single turn with his Lumina combo, which allows him to swing his weapons multiple times for free with the help of Courage or Blade Hole. Why didn't I consider this option before? Because there is one card in Dromai's deck that causes me to lose the game if they play it. Tomatai. Tomatai melts my armor, rendering my combo inert. It is even more likely that Dromai can summon it because of Tome providing the extra resources needed. At this point, I was grasping at straws. In desperation, I accepted the risk of playing combo into her. And it was not too bad. Having to draw 1 card out of 60 in their deck while also needing to have Tome come alongside it proved harder to do than what I initially thought. After multiple games with my friend Daryl, I felt the combo gave me a much better chance into Dromai compared to the Radiant game plan. So, the game plan is this. Get her down to 30 life, charge soul, and then combo. With that in mind, let's take a look at some of my card choices. Enlightened Strike helps a ton in helping us go wide, dealing with both pesky dragons as well as presenting a respectable damage to their face. Engulfing Light supercharges our soul as we can guarantee it's on hit by attacking a dragon. Bolt of Courage allows us to draw an extra card during our combo turn, allowing us to deal the maximum damage of 48 if we were able to triple Lumina. You might have also noticed that Bolting Blade is missing in this deck. Bolting Blade is often considered a must-have in Boltyn as a light popper. While that is true, in this particular game plan, I would prefer having the flexible damage that E-Strike represents over the popper to be able to push her down to 30 before comboing off. With Lexi no longer suppressing other aggressive decks, I expected the Ninjas and Mechanologists to make an appearance in the meta. How do we deal with them? Well, we do what we have always done. We combo into them. Being able to take the tempo and turn the tide in just 1 turn is one of Boltyn's best game plan. Notice how there are no bannerets in the deck? This is because they play no part in progressing the combo. Swapping them to charge cards meant more reliability when it comes time to combo off. Bravo is one of our better matchups, but there is always a possibility of us fatiguing, even more so now after they gain 3 extra life in the form of armor with the release of Round the Table. To deal with Dominate, I opted to bring in Steelblade Shunts as I valued the tempo swing from a Tunic Shunt and being able to fight back with a 4-card hand. To deal with the possibility of fatigue, I introduced to you my favourite card in Boltyn, V for Veiler. This card not only allowed me to set up after blocking with 3 cards the previous turn, it also threatens lethal at 5 and allows me to play Lumina off a 2-card hand with Tunic and Spirit of Irina. This also allows cards like Snatch and CNC to be chain starters. The threat of activation often leads to inefficient blocking, which enables me to lick in a few points of damage needed to close off the game. This card quickly became an overperformer in the matchup, and I look forward to playing it every single time I play against Bravo. When I choose to play Boltyn, I accept everything that comes along with playing him. I accept that I am playing the best hero in Flesh and Blood. I accept that I lose to Icelander 100% of the time. I also accept that I may not draw my Lumina Ascension combo. And that was what happened at Worlds. And that's okay. I also did not meet any Icelanders, so everything evened out in the end. I'd like to thank everyone that got me there in the first place. As for now, I'll keep charging with Boltyn.